What's the business, people? I know right now we got a lot of people that's worried and concerned about starting their lawn care business and how they're going to be successful. One of the key elements to having a successful lawn care business is upselling. So, like we always do, let's take a deep dive into upselling while you're on a customer. The first step in upselling is going to be understanding your customer's needs. Like I said, we need to take a walk with the customer, walk the yard the first time we're there, make sure we're satisfying. But while we're doing that, we need to also make sure that we're looking around for areas what I call opportunity. And that may be whether there's weeds in the flower bed or if there's no flower bed at all. If there's trees that need to be weed eated around, trimmed, bushes, all that kind of stuff comes into play when you're looking to upsell with a customer. Again, we're just taking in the information, listening to what the customer has to say, and taking that feedback in. Keeping a mental note. Let's go. And number two is going to sound kind of funny at first, kind of strange, but what you want to do is get yourself together a bundle. Remember, we just talked about looking for that air and opportunity. Now we want to give the customer something that they're familiar to, and everybody loves a bundle, whether it's at your fast food restaurant or with the cable company or with the phone company. So let's go ahead. Come pretty easy. It's something that we should be doing on a daily basis anyway with our customers, and that's following up, checking on to make sure service went well. The easiest way to follow up with a customer, of course, is to leave some information at their door. Also, where a lot of people miss out at, and we tend to put it off for some reason, whether we put it off to the weekend, we put it off to that night, it's so important that we go ahead and send that invoice at that time, showing that the job's been completed. First thing the customer's going to do is verify that the work's been done as soon as they get home if they're not presently there. So before they pay you, they're going to make sure that the services that have been completed. So again, we want to make sure that we send that invoice. Easiest way to follow up with a customer. If there's any issues, we also want to take that time to talk about those bundles, leave a little bit of information in there, because as the season goes on, of course, those bundles may get a little bit more expensive. So let's go. Number four is going to be another way that some people are going to have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's because it's with the federal government, your local and state government, getting involved in some of the state contract money, local contract money to start off with before you move on to the big dogs. This is the easiest way that you're going to be able to upsell, just because the federal government spends an enormous amount of money on lawn care and landscape maintenance and all that good stuff. Those are things that should be in our wheelhouse. We should be able to take advantage of this as a small business owner. There's so many opportunities out there that people miss out on just because they don't take the time to do the research and then do the work that's required to get these certifications, so you can put yourself in a better space and place when you're competing with some of these bigger companies for these contracts. So I'll tell you again, check out your local and state procurement offices, Google them. You'll find more information on the channel about this. And I appreciate you tuning in. Let's go ahead and check.